For several years we have been creating a survival game with a deep RPG experience. Frozen Flame can finally become alive soon, but to make it real, we are inviting players to join us now.
Flame is a source of magical energy that humans inherited from the ancient times when they lived peacefully with dragons, but things have obviously gone sideways. Most of the games we know are built on cliché lores and fully explained in the intro. We wanted to create something completely different, make it a mystery. I think the best definition of our mystery is a world of dragons doomed to an end. Our storytelling is based on exploration. We would not have it available as a text of a quest, but let players discover pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle, yet to be assembled. Instead of creating predefined items, we introduced a system that would allow players to use their creativity and make something truly unique. As an example, the same item can be made of different materials, but this would also mean slightly different stats. Frozen Flame would have plenty of blueprints, and the choice of next craft would never be easy. Judging by first impression, you might think that our combat system is uncomplicated, and that is exactly the way we want it to be. Players shouldn't be overwhelmed by the amount of options. As they progress, they add certain spells to match their playstyle, as Frozen Flame doesn't have class restrictions. Same goes to monsters. It would take a few attempts to figure out their abilities and behavior. Some would be more vulnerable during certain weather conditions, or only appear during certain day part. The game will be built around cooperation and multiplayer. At start, we will provide standard game servers, but we do want players to spin up their own game shards with custom settings. If you want to play with a bunch of friends for a couple hours a week and have good progress, just switch it. If you want to make it as hardcore as possible and have a real challenge, just switch it. We'll be monitoring popular servers and support the ones who run them. One of the key questions we had is how to split those who love exploring the world and those who come to fight other players. We decided to introduce a debuff which will restrict player killers' access to certain quests or areas, but would also unlock other NPCs and quests, essentially turning them into a different faction. So what exactly is Cataclysm? Can players prevent it from happening? Cataclysm is the cornerstone of the game. Remember, this world is doomed to an end, and this is not an over-exaggeration. Players can extend it by unlocking new zones or killing new bosses, but the world is going to die. Each cycle would reward players with the items and keep part of the character progression, so next try they wouldn't need to start from the scratch. What's your take on time versus money concept? Do you plan to sell experience or anything that affects the gameplay? Good question. We hear this concern quite often. Our opinion is definite. Your character is a reflection of your skill and dedication. Our aim is to make a community-driven game, and we've been building systems that allow fine-tuning by both players and developers. We're considering different game modes, for example, a classical survival without the Cataclysm part. We're collecting suggestions, but right now we have to make sure that the players would love their first hours in the world of Frozen Flame. The whole team is available in Dreamside's Discord channel. You're always welcome to ask a question or provide feedback. Keep in mind, we still have to finish the game, so we wouldn't be able to spend our whole time chatting, but whenever I have a spare moment, I like to get feedback directly from players. Early access is the next step, and we're carefully examining game stability, any potential exploits, and other important things like hardware requirements. We already had players in the game, and they seem to like what we've done so far, so I don't think it's gonna take long.
Thank you for watching this video. If you still have any questions, just leave a comment or reach out in Discord. See you in the world of Frozen Flame.